Hey guys, I just installed Toilet Tower Defense mode in Roblox. Who wants to join and play?
Sounds interesting. I definitely want to try it. What will we need to do in this game?
I want to play too. Why is it called Toilet Tower Defense? What is the theme of the game?
Looks like we'll be defending our towers from attacking toilets. We must build various objects and towers to stop them.
Exactly. We will have different types of towers such as TV Man. We must use them to protect our base.
Looks like we'll need to develop a strategy to deal with the enemies effectively. Tower defense games require tactical thinking and planning.
Sounds exciting. I can already imagine how we will build and improve our towers to repel attacks from toilets. What other features does this game have?
I heard that we have different difficulty levels, and we can play together in co-op mode. It will be great to work as a team and strategize together.
Great! Let's get together and go to the world of Toilet Tower Defense. I'm sure we'll have a great time and a lot of fun.
I agree. Let's show these attacking toilets that we can defend our towers and win.
Perhaps we can use different tactics in the Toilet Tower Defense game. What tactics do you suggest?
I think we should use a variety of towers. We have different types of towers, each with their own unique abilities. We can build combinations of towers to effectively deal with different types of enemies.
Yes, I agree. Maybe we can distribute the towers so that they cover a larger area. This way we will control the path of the attacking toilets and make the most of our resources.
Besides, we can also improve our towers. Once we have built the base towers, we can invest resources in upgrading them to make them more powerful and effective in fighting enemies.
Sounds reasonable. Let's also keep an eye on the balance between building new towers and improving existing ones. We should not exhaust all resources for construction, leaving ourselves without the opportunity to improve the towers.
And don't forget about teamwork. We can collaborate, discuss, and coordinate our actions to effectively defend our towers. Communication and coordination will be key elements of our strategy.
Last but not least, we must be willing to adapt and change tactics depending on the situation. If we see that a certain strategy is not working, we must be willing to quickly pivot and make new decisions.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get into the game using these tactics and show that we are true masters at defending against advancing toilets.
Hey guys, I noticed an interesting feature in the Toilet Tower Defense game. The faster and more toilets we kill, the more money we get.
That's interesting. This way we can accumulate more resources to improve our towers.
So we need to focus on destroying toilets effectively and quickly. Maybe we should choose towers with high attack speed or area attacks to deal with more enemies.
What about using special skills or abilities? Perhaps we have abilities that can help us kill toilets even faster and more efficiently.
Great idea! Let's also actively use special skills to strengthen our attacks and neutralize toilets faster.
Don't forget that we must leave time to collect resources after each wave of enemies. This way we can accumulate enough money to improve our towers and increase their efficiency.
Also, maybe we should focus on toilets that make more money when destroyed. This way we can get even more resources to improve our towers.
Sounds like a plan. Destroying the toilets quickly will be our priority in order to get more money to upgrade the towers and deal with more difficult waves of enemies.
Okay guys, I think first we can focus on upgrading all of our towers.
Yes, that sounds reasonable. Upgrading all towers will help us increase their overall effectiveness and deal with waves of enemies more easily.
Let's develop a plan on how we will collect resources for improvement. Maybe we can focus on destroying high-reward toilets and collect money after each wave.
And we can also use special skills to speed up the process of collecting resources. For example, do we have abilities that can increase the amount of money we receive or speed up our collection?
Yes, we have some abilities that can help us with this. We can select towers with such abilities and activate them at the right moment to increase our profitability.
It is also important not to forget about the balance between improving towers and building new ones. If we focus all our energy and resources only on improving, we can leave ourselves vulnerable to new waves of enemies.
Yes, I agree. Let's be careful and strategically plan our tower upgrades to ensure our defenses remain strong and resilient.
Sounds like a plan. Let's start improving our towers, collecting resources and dealing with waves of enemies more and more effectively.
Guys, I noticed that toilets are getting stronger and their number is increasing with each wave. We need to come up with a strategy to deal with this.
Indeed, we need to prepare for more difficult challenges. Maybe we should focus on upgrading towers with higher attack power levels.
Yes, and we should also consider using special skills that can cause significant damage to groups of toilets.
Maybe we should reconsider the distribution of towers across the field. We can focus on protecting key areas where towers do the most damage and install towers with high attack power and area of effect.
Let's also keep a close eye on enemy wave changes and adapt to their strategy. If we see certain types of toilets becoming particularly dangerous, we can reorganize our towers to deal with them effectively.
And don't forget to use tower upgrades. If we see that our towers are too weak to handle stronger toilets, we should invest resources into improving them to make them more effective.
Let's also continue to work as a team and share information. If any of us notice new toilet vulnerabilities or effective strategies, let's share this information so everyone can use it in their game.
Sounds like a plan. Let's be ready for stronger and bigger toilets. Develop a strategy based on upgrading towers, using special skills and adapting to the changing situation.
Agreed. We really need to increase the number of towers to cope with the growing number of toilets. This will help us control the battlefield more effectively.
We can start building new towers in strategic areas where toilets do the most damage or have a high concentration.
It's also important to consider the variety of tower types. We can choose towers with different capabilities to effectively handle different types of toilets.
Let's also consider the budget. Increasing the number of towers can be expensive, so we need to plan strategically to avoid running out of resources.
We can also use special skills that will allow us to build temporary or mobile towers. This will give us more flexibility in placing towers and adapting to changing situations.
Don't forget about leveling up your towers. Increasing the level of towers increases their power and efficiency, which will help us deal with stronger toilets.
Let's not forget about teamwork. We can share the responsibility for building and upgrading towers among ourselves to be more efficient.
Sounds like a plan. Let's increase the number of towers, place them strategically on the battlefield, use a variety of tower types, and keep the budget in mind. Also, don't forget to use special skills for greater flexibility.
Guys, we are doing a great job. I am confident that with our strategy and increased number of towers, we will be able to cope with any waves of toilets.
Yes, our team has become very cohesive, and each of us contributes to a successful defense. We skillfully use our resources and skills to effectively meet challenges.
Our strategy of improving all towers and increasing their number is producing excellent results. We see how our towers cope with increasingly powerful toilets, preventing them from penetrating our defenses.
Let's continue to stay alert and not become complacent. Enemies can come up with new tactics and send more powerful waves. We must be ready for any challenge.
Exactly. Let's continue to develop our towers, look for new ways to improve, and apply strategies that have proven to be effective.
We can handle all the waves of toilets. We have a great team and reliable towers. Together we will win.
No toilets can resist us. We will continue to improve our defense and achieve victory.
Forward to victory! We can overcome all the waves of toilets and keep our land spotless.
Guys, we are already close to victory. There are only a few waves of toilets left and then the boss will appear. Let's stay focused and keep our guard up.
I agree, this is a critical moment. The boss can be especially powerful and dangerous, so we need to be prepared for it.
Let's review our strategy and make sure we've optimized tower placement as much as possible and taken advantage of all available upgrades.
It's also worth preparing for the boss's traits and strengths. We can use special skills that can cause significant damage to him.
Let's also discuss the strategy of synchronizing attacks on the boss. If we can attack him from multiple sides at the same time, it could greatly weaken his defenses.
Remember to use all the resources available. If we have the ability to call in reinforcements or use temporary bonuses, let's make the best use of them.
Let's save our last reserves of energy and concentration for the final boss battle. This can be the hardest part, and we need to be on top of our game.
I believe in our team. We will cope with the last waves of toilets and defeat the boss. Let's stay focused and work together.
This is the last wave of toilets. Let's stay focused and hold out until the boss appears. We have everything to win.
Don't let your guard down. The last wave can be especially challenging, so let's bring all our skills and strategies to bear.
Check that all towers are in optimal positions and upgraded to maximum level. We must maximize our potential.
Let's also discuss the attack plan for the boss. He may have special abilities and vulnerabilities that we must take into account.
The final boss may be the toughest enemy we've faced. Let's be willing to adapt and change strategy during the battle.
Don't forget to use our special skills and synchronize your attacks on the boss. We can inflict significant damage on him if we act together.
Believe in your strength, guys. We've been through all the waves of toilets and are ready to take on this boss. Let's prove our invincibility.
Stay together and keep the pressure on. We can defeat this boss and complete our mission with honor.
Wow, a huge boss toilet has appeared. He has a huge amount of health. We will have to concentrate all our strength to deal with him.
Let's attack right away. Use all available skills and special skills to inflict maximum damage on him.
Also, remember to be careful and protect yourself. The boss can deal powerful attacks, so let's be ready to fend off his blows and restore our health if necessary.
This is our last battle, guys. Let's stick together and support each other. We can defeat this huge boss.
If we have any bonuses or upgrades that we haven't used yet, now is the time to take advantage of them. Let's leave nothing untapped.
The boss may have his weak points. Let's try to identify them and strike him in the most vulnerable places.
Don't forget about teamwork. Coordinating attacks and using synchronized skills can make a huge difference in defeating this boss.
We believe in our team and in our abilities. Let's give it our all and show this huge boss who the real hero is here.
We have a problem with the limited number of towers. To move them to the end and improve them, we must first sell some of them. This will allow us to make room for strategic tower placement.
Selling the towers may be a risky move since we will be temporarily deprived of their defensive capabilities. However, if we can quickly move and improve the towers, then this may be the solution.
Let's come up with a plan to move and improve the towers. We must determine which towers to sell to maximize profit and efficiency.
When selling towers, let's also take into account their cost and the amount of resources we will receive as a result. This will help us determine how many towers we can move and improve.
Apart from selling towers, let's also consider the possibility of using temporary bonuses or special skills that can help us in the battle with the huge boss toilet.
Don't forget about our teamwork. It is important to discuss and agree on a plan of action to minimize risks and maximize our effectiveness.
Let's make decisions quickly and decisively. We don't have time to take things slow. Selling, moving, and upgrading towers quickly will help us overcome this problem.
We believe in our ability to adapt and overcome obstacles. Let's sell some towers, move them to the end, and upgrade them to be ready for the final battle with the huge toilet boss.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel and wait for new videos on our channel. See you soon.